Nyob Milwaukee, and welcome to our January edition of Nyob Milwaukee TV. As we wrap up another year of highlighting the Hmong community and keeping you informed of important news and information during a challenging year, we also look forward to another year. I am Malia Zhang. The word Nyob means hello in the Hmong language. It is used to welcome or greet people. So Nyob and welcome again to our show. Today we talk to Allison Wharton from the Asian Pacific American Medical Student Association of the Medical College of Wisconsin. Allison provided information about the COVID-19 vaccine, and in addition, Zhong Tae-Vang, president of the Hmong 18 Council of Wisconsin, shares his experience about getting the COVID-19 vaccine. With school starting back up from winter break, some students are back to in-person sessions and some are still in a hybrid format. Gao Xie Zhang, Miss Hmong Wisconsin Second Princess, interviewed William Jefferson Zhang, a Milwaukee public school teacher, to provide helpful tips on how parents can help their children during this challenging time. We will also take a look back at 2020 and share with you the many stories we covered and some amazing people we met along the way. Please be aware that COVID-19 related information is current on the date of taping the segment of this show. As of today, January 24th, 2021, there has been 580,000 COVID-19 cases and 6,187 deaths from the COVID-19 virus just in Wisconsin. In the U.S., there has been over 25 million cases and over 417,000 deaths, and still climbing. Now with the FDA approving COVID-19 vaccines, many are starting to see the light out of this pandemic tunnel. Don Yang, general manager of Nyob Milwaukee TV, talks to Allison Wharton from APAMSA of the Medical College of Wisconsin to get some insight into the COVID-19 vaccine. Let's go take a look and listen in on their conversation.
Well, hello, welcome to the Nyob Milwaukee TV show. Today we have a special guest.
My name is Allison Wharton. I'm a medical student at the Medical College of Wisconsin, and I'm also representing APAMSA, or the Asian Pacific American Medical Student Association.
Well, thank you so very much for your time. I know we asked you to please help share some information about the COVID vaccine. What is the COVID-19 vaccine?
Well, like many vaccines, the COVID vaccine helps our bodies recognize and attack things like viruses, such as the SARS-CoV-2 virus. Currently, there are two FDA-approved vaccines from the companies Moderna and Pfizer, and they're both mRNA vaccines, which help the body's immune system recognize the spike protein found on SARS-CoV-2. The spike protein is one of the defining characteristics of the coronavirus family and is not found on human cells. After vaccination, the immune system is better prepared to recognize the virus and fight it off. The Center for Disease Control, or the CDC, has stated that both of these vaccines are about 95% effective, which means that for every 100 individuals that receive the vaccine, 95 of them will develop immunity.
That's wonderful to hear. So can you tell us how it's administered?
So the vaccines are administered in similar ways. Just like the flu shot, they're administered in the upper arm, and similar to many vaccines such as hepatitis or the HPV vaccine, you'll receive a second dose known as a booster about 21 to 28 days after the first shot. This just depends on which company vaccine you receive. This helps further stimulate the immune system so that it's better prepared.
And when can we expect to receive the vaccine?
Well, production of the vaccine takes time, and so the CDC has prepared recommendations for when certain groups of people should receive the vaccine. As we know, right now, healthcare workers and residents of long-term care facilities are currently receiving the vaccine, and after that, they'll be offered to those who are frontline essential workers, such as USPS workers, grocery store workers, correctional officers, and those 75 years of age or older. After that, it'll be offered to those 65 to 74 years of age, and then finally those 16 to 64 years of age. Basically, your family doctor or your place of employment will let you know when it's your time to receive the vaccine and how to sign up. Clinical trials included people of many age, sex, gender, race, ethnicity, and even those with chronic diseases, notably some like obesity, diabetes, heart disease. And it's important to note that no safety concerns were found specific to any of these groups of people. Other than that, pregnant women were not actively involved in the clinical trials, so those who are pregnant or nursing should have a conversation with their doctor about the risks and benefits of receiving the vaccine. Another group of people that have severe allergies or have previously had an allergic reaction to vaccines should also have a conversation with their doctor about the risks and benefits.
In your research, is the vaccine safe?
Generally speaking, yes. Clinical trials have shown few serious adverse reactions, and additionally, neither of the vaccines contain common allergens such as egg, preservative, or latex. Of course, there are some side effects that people may experience, such as injection site pain, swelling, or redness. This is something that many of us have come to expect after receiving any kind of vaccine or injection, though, I believe. There are some additional accounts of those experiencing chills, tiredness, or headache. This could be a result of the immune system being activated to recognize the SARS-CoV-2 virus. Also, just speaking from personal experience, I received the first dose and I only experienced injection site pain for a few hours.
So if someone's contemplating which vaccine between the two they should receive, what would you tell them?
Well, the good news is that both currently available vaccines from Moderna and Pfizer are similar in efficacy. This means that whichever vaccine your doctor's office offers you is the one you should take. When it comes to cost, the vaccines are being purchased and produced with US taxpayer money, so they're being provided to everyone at no cost. That being said, when you go to a doctor's office, sometimes there are fees for supplies such as gloves and Band-Aids and to pay those who administer the vaccine. So those costs can be charged to your insurance companies. But don't worry, those who are uninsured, Medicare and Medicaid will cover the costs of the vaccine in that case.
So once someone receives a vaccine, should they continue to take precautions, or can they just go out and about and not have to worry?
Unfortunately, the answer is that we have to continue wearing masks and social distancing. Until herd immunity is established and the spread of COVID-19 is under control, the CDC will continue to recommend these precautions. This will help protect those around us who have not yet received the vaccine and also those who can't receive the vaccine. It's really important that we all remain vigilant and continue to look out for each other so that we can beat this pandemic together. For additional information, you can also go to the CDC website, which has helpful pages on both the Moderna and Pfizer vaccines.
Well, thank you so much, Allison, for your time, your research, and this valuable information.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you to Dawn and Allison for the valuable information about the COVID-19 vaccine. Stay with us, we'll be right back. Always feeling tired, low in energy, or having trouble concentrating? Ginseng is a miracle root that can make you healthier, stronger, feel, and look younger. It is scientifically proven to energize your body, strengthen your immune system, and fight the effects of aging when consumed with your diet. For over 2 decades, Hyung Ginseng has been growing the finest ginseng right here in Wisconsin. Hyung Ginseng, the best American ginseng, for a healthier, stronger, and younger you. For more information, call 617-309-0438 or visit us on Facebook at Hyung Ginseng Inc. Welcome back. Now that we all have some understanding of what the COVID-19 vaccine is, thanks to Apamza of the Medical College of Wisconsin, Jong Tae-bang, president of the Hmong 18 Council of Wisconsin, would like to share his personal experience of receiving the first dose of this vaccine. He also has an important message for our Hmong community. Please note that this will be in the Hmong language.
Kulumbe hoa rong che Saiwan. Kuku wa halu nya to hu ko hu Hmong American Friendship Association. Thailand da ku ya tu pathan to hu pe Hmong ko yi sing nya to sing Wisconsin National. Te le ke cha ma no che le ke lu trao tu te cheme ka no ma pe lo tu ke chafa lo ku chỉ mua pe cho mong cho được trò có mua ít kho hạt tàn nổi giờ mong nó chỉ pe chỉ bao hạt tàn pe cho mong cứ nữa họ trâu cả họ giờ mua pe cho lên tới sự nhất cho hồ state lo mua trò hạt tàn giờ Asia nó sẽ chỉ cho tới này Asia nó mà nhất cho Saint Wisconsin nó pe mua opposite sự chạy tàu hạt tàn ít bộ lên từ chỉ ở từ giờ tới này Asia tới sự hạt sự cho cứ pe trồng mò ha cho cứ họ kỳ tao cho các mỏ là xia cho cứ họ mang kiến đồ xí nữa mà nếu giờ 10% nó chỉ chạy tàu họ ta bé khó cứ bé kỳ cho mò nó nữa sát rồi lại bé cho tuần này nữa nè nhớ cho hồ St. Wisconsin cho này hà chú đợi cho các mò lại cho chua cứ lưu mong đi thái rồi cho các mò COVID có chua nữa nè nó chỉ ta sẽ lo lỗ một họ chỉ ta sẽ nói nhớ cho hồ bé Wisconsin nó chỉ lo tăng tầng cầu cho bang cứ bảo hồ hay là bang EA nè chỉ cho cứ họ lựa nhớ cho hồ một chỉ khó cứ cú tàu mừng cầu nhưng mà vì hay là cú hay được sai lưu cho hồ một chỉ cú sai lệ nhớ cho cứ su rồi bang E đó kiến cầu cho chua nó cúจะทำเป็นจีแต่เขากูมึงก็ชั่วโน่นเนี่ยเขาอดกูหนอเลยจังฮะจงเลยจังไอ้ก็เป็นชายจีนชายกูมึงก็จะชั่วโน่รู้อาทิตย์เรารู้แล้วจะได้กูขอกูหนอเนี่ยมาถอดกูก็ต่างเดินเนี่ยจะมาได้จีchoกูเลยแต่สิ่งนู้นที่อ้อเนี่ยใจกูหนอกูนอมอกูช้ำบ้างเลยกูอยู่ในจังมึงก็ชั่วติดท้ายเสร็จแล้วก็มึงก็จะฟลุชาโลมันจะดีอย่างเต้นเดือดซึนี่มออยู่ช้ำบ้างดูลงเท่าเล่นเด้อเนี่ยจะนู้ที่อ้อนเด้ออย่างต่างสูงเด้อกูนอเลยกูอยู่มันจีอยู่ต่อข้าวถั่วนอนจงเจอเลยกูเปล่าสมองเด้อสิเจนเนี่ยกูจะกังเปิดละจะเท่าเด้อกูย้อกูจุดมันดังจีแต่สิ่งก็มั่วตัวรงสารจูแต่รุ่นละเต้นก็จูเช่นล้านเติร์ทุกตัวนี้มั่วอีตูมั่วเก่งตัวสีซื้อนะเจก็หามั่วปีตัวเจ้าเกิดแต่จริงเขาโชว์กี่เจ้าก็มั่วโควิดเด้อนะเจลงมั่วใช้ต่อแต่อีปวดตัวคือกี่เจ้าก็มั่วโควิดเด้อจะออตัวตัวต่อมั่วเก่งตัวสีเลยต่อต่างสิ่งนี้นะเจก็สูงเขาโชว์จงกลัวอย่างไรเด้อกูสั่งเขาหูเราไปจงมองแต่สิ่งนั้นมาเราจึงเขาตัวเจ้าคือว่าเขาหลุยnhấtตัวหัวหมูเราเสียตัวหัวเต้เจเราซื้อแต่สิ่งมาจริงเด้เนาะเจเรายังเขาตัวเจ้าเราหมดตัวเจ้าตัวนี้ว่าเขาหรือคลองได้เรายังเขาหลุดตัวชลินสุดตัวเจียหาตังเขาตัวตัวปั้นตัวเรากูสั่งเขาหูตัวไปเจ้าคือที่นี่จังมองก็ยังไม่กระจีมองเขาจะชนเราหลุดติดท้ายยกปั้นต่อตัวไปเขาเล่นได้ต่อวันเด้คือchỉ tao gọi cho chua nó là cho chua chỉ tao lụt dù là cô sáng gọi bé suốt lời nhà chạy phăng nha giữa chủ chua chạy ra lên đó cô sáng gọi hu cho bé suốt lời gọi bé chua bé tê lâu bé chua bé chạy tới này mong có từ là gọi chạy phăng dạng rong mong là mong dạng chỉ rong mong là cô sáng gọi bé cho tao nhớ tới dự trời lên tên nào tên chủ tao khát chơi ha.
Thank you, Jong-tae, for sharing your vaccination experience and for your leadership to our Hmong community here in Wisconsin. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Hello, I am Malia Zhang. Watch Nyob Milwaukee TV, the first over-the-air Hmong TV show in southeastern Wisconsin, the last Sunday of every month from 6 a.m. to 6:30 a.m. right here on WMLW The M. Welcome back. As Milwaukee Public Schools work through different phases of having students return back to in-person school sessions and some still functioning in a hybrid format during this pandemic, many parents and students are struggling with trying to adapt to challenges and changes during this time. Today, Gao Sir Zhang, Miss Hmong, Wisconsin's second princess, talks to William Jefferson Zhang, an advocate for education and a Milwaukee public school teacher, on how parents can help their students improve and grow. Let's go listen in.
Hello, and Nyob. This is Gao Sir-hyung, Miss Hmong, Wisconsin's second princess, 2020 and 2021. Today we have William Jefferson Hyung as our guest on this segment. William, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yeah, so my name is William Zhang, and I am a Milwaukee public school teacher, and I've been teaching in Milwaukee for 9 years now. So currently I'm teaching 4th grade in Milwaukee.
What are the challenges that families and students encounter in the Hmong community, in particular to early education? As you say, it's so vital to start off when it's early than like later on.
So in Milwaukee alone, about 81 to 82% of its students are economically disadvantaged. So that's a little more than like 8 out of 10 students. So students who come from low income families, their parents are more likely to have a lower education, which means these students are less likely to have books at home, less likely to have, resources, and less likely to be read to. And So if students are less likely to have these things at home, then it's going to limit their cognitive growth and just reduce their chances of benefiting from school. And that's an overall struggle across the spectrum. So it's not just in the Hmong community, but it's across Milwaukee and across America in general. So that's why it's so important for parents and guardians to stay involved and provide their children with opportunities to grow and make decisions that have a positive impact on their kids' life. There's research that parent involvement is the most accurate predictor to student achievement, meaning if parents are involved, the kids have the highest chance to succeed. So there's 3 things that I want to share with the parents all across Milwaukee that they can do at home, and it's super easy and super practical. The first thing is communicating with the school, communicating with their kids' teachers, and communicating with their children. Know what's going on and be aware and advocate for your child's education. Just stepping foot inside the school, in my opinion, is a huge difference. I remember the language barrier that my parents had, but I remember them showing up just to conferences and concerts, and that made me aware that they care and they actually want me to do well. So just communication. And then the second thing is supervision. Knowing where your child is, knowing their friends, knowing that what they're studying, how they're doing in school, if they're doing their homework correctly, if they're finishing their homework. Just making the time to check in with them daily. So supervision is another one. And then the last thing that parents can do is just setting the expectation. Plus, this is a key element to setting the expectation. Once you set the high expectation, you have to have high support as well too. So high expectation plus high support, it gives our children the highest rate of success.
Thank you for that insight. It sounds wonderful to know that you have 3 different goals for parents to have at home to support their kids.
Definitely.
Now, as you know, during this time of the pandemic, lots of children in different areas are engaged through virtual learning. And as in the Hmong community, as we all know, virtual learning is also something new for us. What are your experiences with virtual learning among the Hmong community?
Well, first and foremost, we have to understand that this is new to everyone, the virtual learning and stuff. So we're literally riding the boat and then making it at the same time. So, but I think the experiences varies from family to family. Every family is different. Every situation is different. And then we need to understand that education is that way. Education is like an adaptive challenge, meaning there's many solutions, but there isn't like a one size fits all for everyone. But one thing that I do notice with my students in my personal experience is that responsibility, self-motivation, discipline, effort, and overall attitude are key principles to being a successful learner. So they need to have those aspects. Here's 2 things that I want to share with family, and it's super easy and super practical, and it doesn't cost anything, and it's something that they can just do at home. One is having your child read for at least 20 minutes every night during the school year. When they read 20 minutes a night during the school year, they're exposed to an estimated 1.8 million words. And they'll be reading up to 3,600 minutes, roughly about 60 hours of reading. The second thing that I want to share with the parents is that don't compare your children with everyone else's children. So, because when we compare our kids, it leads us parents to be very frustrated with our kids for not living up to an expectation that's undoable yet. Okay, so we need to realize that kids, they grow at their own pace, and we need to kind of accept that.
Mm-hmm. I agree with your insight, saying that most of the time we think about resources or support out there. We think about how much it costs or how much we have to go out and buy it.
Yeah.
And then you say it's free, it's practical, something you could practice at home with your children, which is really good insight for, especially like you say, with lower income family who may not have that income to support their child.
Yeah, definitely. It's all the stuff that you can do at home, and it's totally just, practicing and just discipline. But it is like discipline because, we can read all this stuff about how to rear our children and everything, but we don't put it into practice, then it's not going to happen. So These are two simple and practical resources that parents can do at home, and it'll be highly effective.
I learned so much today from you, William, on how to support our young children in early education. It was a pleasure to have you on our segment today, and thank you for giving us this opportunity to gain some insights about the importance of early education. Thank you to all the viewers for tuning in with us today. Again, this is William Jefferson Hyung and Miss Hmong, Wisconsin, Second Princess Garcia Hyung. We will see you all next time.
Thank you, Garcia and Mr. Zhang, for this valuable information to help parents and students grow and succeed together. If you would like additional tips from William Jefferson Zhang, you can follow him via Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok at Village Kids Society. Most importantly, thank you both Garcia and Mr. Zhang for your ongoing dedication as teachers and services to our community. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
Asian Fusion, 1609 East North Avenue, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Traditional and authentic cuisine. Seasoned with fresh herbs and spices. Experienced, trained specialty chefs. Asian Fusion, 1609 East North Avenue, Milwaukee.
Nyob Milwaukee TV would like to thank all of our viewers, sponsors, and supporters who has helped us grow in 2020. 2020 has definitely been a challenge for all due to COVID-19, but it also provided us with unexpected opportunities and life lessons. An important part of the Hmong community and culture are large social gatherings to celebrate life, death, accomplishments, or life changes with extended families, relatives, and the community. All of this proved to be a significant challenge as we learned how to adapt and social distance during these uncertain times. Our hearts go out to everyone that lost employment, their home, especially loved ones, and pray that your family finds peace and healing as we continue to battle COVID-19 in this upcoming year. Nyob Milwaukee truly believes that our community is resilient and that we will get through this pandemic together by continuing to follow health and safety protocols. We also want to congratulate the Asian American community for setting record numbers to getting out to vote in this year's election. Thank you to all who participated in making this happen, to everyone that exercised their right to vote and making your voice be heard. Nyob Milwaukee TV would like to congratulate and wish our new president-elect Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, the first woman and the first Black and Asian American vice president in the U.S. history, the very best. We hope and pray that America will work through our differences and heal from the violence that erupted across the nation. No matter what political party you side with, we all need to work together to move this nation forward. With that said, here are some highlights from 2020 and individuals Nyob Milwaukee TV met along the way. Please take a look. Nyob Milwaukee, and welcome to our January 2020 show as we kick off our third season of Nyob Milwaukee TV. We hope that this year comes with many new blessings.
Hi, my name is Jade Wu. I am from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and I just recently competed at Fresno, California, and I won Miss Hmong USA 2020.
Mental health is an ongoing topic that needs to be addressed in the Hmong community. Nyob Milwaukee is proud that our film Save Me has been making an impact and shining a light on this topic of mental health, and we are honored that UW Milwaukee is using the film Save Me for a screening and discussion event to educate multicultural communities.
Recently was named the 2019 MSPMag.com Chef of the Year Award. Yeah, Vang, our first Hmong celebrity chef in my books, man. Thank you, man. Thank you for being there.
Thanks for having me, man. It's just an honor to be here.
We focus this show on COVID-19 to bring you important information to keep our community safe and healthy.
COVID-19 do ý tu căng mò lù cơ kỳ tàu cho tôi này ha chát su mua chờ ra cơ tu căng mò yo kỳ tàu đỡ chát su lù cho tôi này.
I started picking up the sickness where like it started from a headache and it developed into like a stage where my body was just feeling weak.
If you look at how we grew up and where we were resettled in very poor Black and brown communities. I am pro-Black because I know how to be pro-Hmong.
If you look at how COVID spread, The changes that were made for social distancing are what really shut it down. Not having schools open, people just staying quarantined, not going into work.
Traditional Hmong funerals are a very big thing, but unfortunate that the time has come to this.
It's kind of a culture shock. We call it in your change of basic life with a be chi ít dự in chi over trong nó.
Cú sáng hạ cho bé được support lại cái bé chồng mong rất là để con nói ít khỏi cái tí thái tàu đó có trên này đó có cho lâu đó có cho mình nhiều nhau có lắm mà lúc chế.
Welcome to our brand new set. The API community will play a critical role in key states in this year's presidential election. Wisconsin is one of those key states.
It is such a critical election that we have to get out there and vote. Hmong are the largest Asian ethnicity here in Wisconsin. This is our call to action.
It has been truly an honor to work for Joe Biden on his presidential campaign. Our country's ability to draw hardworking people from every culture and every nation has always made us stronger.
You know, if somebody has fallen, you can help them back up on their feet. If somebody's broken, you can't just put a Band-Aid on it.
It's not going to stop us from wanting to help others. Continue to be kind and compassionate towards others.
We are live from Milwaukee for the Hmong Wisconsin Chamber of Commerce 14th Annual Awards Celebration.
Good evening. Governor Tony Evers here. The Hmong Wisconsin Chamber of Commerce has a long-standing history of serving Asian American businesses throughout our state, transforming the social and economic landscape in every community.
We have an exciting event. Chef Ye is in the back in the kitchen cooking right now. I can smell all his delicious food.
The last few days have been really fun, just getting to know, just be in studio here. In these moments, I really go back to thinking about my mom and dad. The thing that made my heart feel at ease was when I would eat at my mom and dad's table.
Hello everybody, I'm Macy Hurd, the Executive Director of the Hmong Wisconsin Chamber of Commerce. We have concentrated our efforts on helping to get the word out about the grants that are available to provide many businesses with the funds that they need to be sustained.
I'm Lieutenant Governor Mandela Barnes, and I'm so honored to be joining the incredible lineup of leaders and elected officials participating in this virtual celebration of Hmong New Year.
I will be hosting Nyob Milwaukee's holiday special today. We thank you again for joining us for another amazing year of Nyob Milwaukee TV. We appreciate everyone who continues to tune in every month to support. We hope the new year blesses you all with health, prosperity, and most of all, hope for what's to come. Thank you, and we will see you soon for another great year of Nyob Milwaukee TV.
We wish you a happy new year and thank you for your continuous support. Thank you again for joining us today. Please follow us on our Facebook page and watch our past stories on our YouTube channel. Until next time, we wish everyone good health, safety, and may our community be blessed and inspired. See you again soon.